good morning, good morning. It is again day 379, I think, 78 or 79 of From Here to Jerusalem. Apparently I miscounted 10 days ago, when I was staying in where was it? When I arrived in Uzun. So after a year of counting days and making many mistakes, I still find it hard to get it right. So I arrived yesterday. Oh, I have to. Ooh. Yeah, that's what happens when you eat lots of eggs. Okay, so yesterday I walked from Chalicha, I think, from here to Kocacesme. Why can I remember some but I can't remember others? And walked over the old road, started late. It was hard to say goodbye, and walked to Kocacesme. They had no place for me, but Tahir had already called ahead to Dogan in the next town, 10 kilometers down the road, and they were waiting for me. They came to pick me up. I had seen the sea from afar. I'm very nearby it now, and he came to pick me up in the council car. They have like a car for council officials. I was put in the back with the bag, brought to his house, given a shower, village yumurta, village eggs, cheese, tomatoes, tea, and this morning we got up at 6. It is 7 o'clock now. Kocacesme is just behind me, and I'm on the old road to Bakker. And I think I have everything. It was really disconcerting having to put the whole bag together while they were waiting. They were being really polite and really lovely. But I really should have packed the bag last night, I realized. You can see all the birds. Good morning, birds. Now it rained, which is really good for this region, because there hasn't been enough water. There might be a bit more rain today. And I'm not sure that in the Kalabalach, in all the hoopsie daisy, I packed the last rain. What is it? Oh, it's early in the morning and I've been trying to speak Turkish. My Turkish is like a little bit rain like cover for myself. I have the rain jacket, but I also have a poncho for the bags. I was given more food. I was gonna, please don't give me too much. Please. These people, you know, they so gracefully and amazingly share everything. His wife comes in, she gives me like a bag of apples. I said, two or three is enough. It's just me. It's just one woman. You know, I carry a lot. I have a lot to carry. So the poncho is either in the bag, underneath all the rain gear, or I forgot it. I don't know. Let's hope that there is not like a whole rake of rain on the way. Yeah, I'm feeling really overwhelmed at the moment because it went from really bad at the first few days to just amazing hospitality, like amazing. And there, you know, it's just mind-blowing. And it's the sea, and there is the sunrise. I'm still 350 kilometers away from Istanbul, so basically I've been walking a semicircle, or a quarter, half of a semicircle around it. I think that might be a good thing. I won't make it to Gelibolu today. There's a small town in between. I hope the weather will, like I said, will be good. And yeah, it's mild. It's about 13-14 degrees. No wind. All will be well. All will be well. Should have brushed my teeth though. But he had a lot to do, so I ran out of the door. I'll do that in a little while. I have water. Okay, let's get some walking in. Harper, he comes to me, he takes my hand, we walk by the sea. The old Irish harper, he comes my way, we walk together from Dublin to Bray. He says, lift your feet, for that's what we need. We need dance, we need song, so keep playing strong. That's what your gift, that is how you must live, that is how it must be. It'll set us all free. The old Irish harper, he comes to me, he takes my hands, he says we are free. The old Irish harper, he comes my way, he holds my hand as we walk into grace. So just as I was coming up to the next Asker Kaserne, so where the young lads get trained for the army, they're dotted like everywhere. And of course, this is a historical place of war and peace. So there's bunkers, there's all kinds of stuff, and they have lots of them here as well. Because of course in the sea here is the border to Yunanistan, to Greece. And as I'm coming up to it, there is a tractor passes me. I say hello, he says hello, and then I can see there is a crossing ahead, And he stops and he reverses, and I think he must have forgotten his lunch. Why doesn't he just turn? He stops and he says, there is dogs up ahead. Do you want to hop on? I said, no, it's fine. Like, they're dogs, it's grand. I'll just walk. Do I need to go around here, or do I get straight onto the road here? I think I go onto the road here. I'm not sure now. I go up to the road here. And I say, no, it's fine. Like, I'm not afraid of the dogs. I've been making friends with dogs here because there's so many of them. And I had a chorus in Kavak. Like, they all were like, "Wah!" And they all came and had a sniff. And we all had a chat. And then I moved on. And they barked for half an hour. Anyway, I'm mud crawling as well. Oh, we're getting it all together, all in one go. So I say, it's fine. He goes back out, and I come up to the crossing, and he has the tractor between me and the dogs, and he's keeping an eye on the dogs. And the dogs are kind of, you know, all they can hear is the tractor. They can't hear me, and they also can't smell me because of the petrol or the diesel, whatever goes in there. And then he drives on and he goes like, you're welcome. And I go, thank you. And then I come to the entrance and there's two youngsters checking in, and the soldiers go, aren't you tired? Where are you going? I say, I'm on my way to Kudus. Are you tired? I said, no, I'm not tired. I better press on a little bit further. They go, okay. Now, so the road there turned that way. I have to cross the big road here for a little while, or go over the main road, and then the old road starts again in a few hundred meters. I'm looking forward to tea. I haven't had tea since 6 this morning. Urgh. Okay, let's go do this. He shows me the stars, the sun and the moon. He says, don't you fret. So that's where I came from yesterday. And now I'm on the other side. I'm wondering now, is this the Aegean and then the other side Marmaris, or is it the other way around? I have to look it up. Oh God, they'll tell you. You think you know things. Now, it'll be a little bit of climbing from here on out, because I have to get to the other side of the Lanton. Yeah, there we go. A man at a gate just before the first small village stops and says, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to Kudus. And he says, 5 months ago there was a man here and he was also going to Kudus. And I said, did this man happen to have a white dog? And he said, yes. I said, that is Michael Eichelberg. I know him. Yeah, good boy. I know him. He arrived in Kudus. I said, it was raining. Hiya, sweetheart. It was raining, and I asked him to come in for tea. Look, hiya. Yeah. And his name is Guven. And Guven gave tea to Michael and offered him a jacket because it was raining and it was cold. And Michael said, can't take the jacket. It's a military jacket. What are they going to say? So he stayed in the same village where I'm heading now. So Michael, if you're watching this, thank you for opening the road. And Guven sends his greetings. That was really nice. Like, that was really, really lovely. And Guven is going like, how do you know of Michael? I said, well, you know, there's a Facebook group and there's a WhatsApp group, and you know, these people are following the same road, and you're like, I don't understand, but you know, that is really nice. And I'm going, yeah, it's really nice to know that we're in the footsteps of those who have gone before us. So yeah, if you happen to wander this way and you're on the old road between Kavakö and Gilibolu, then you will come to a turn in the road, and there's loads of dogs and they're all barking, and that's where Gwen lives. And if he's outside, he will most likely ask you where you're going and invite you in for tea. Okay, now I have to get to this village, and then I have to get on to the next village where I think I'm gonna stay. And now I've got a stone in my shoe. Okay, let's go do this. In the center of Bray, I follow the road from north to south, sing my songs as freely as if we were about. Never close my eyes, play my harp every day, 'cause I know when he comes, he'll come my way. The old Irish harper, he'll come to me, he'll take my hand, we'll walk by the sea. The old Irish harper, he'll come my way, we'll walk together forever and a day. We'll walk together from Dublin to Bray, we walk together forever and a day. So I have reached my destination. Bolayir. So I've reached Bolayir. There is a pension here. And when I asked in a shop, because I saw pension, and I walked into the shop and I said, "Are there any rooms here?" And he said, "No, the pension upstairs. It's not operational. But there is a pension a little bit back further." I said, "I hope not on the main road." And he goes, No, hang on." And he called, he found the man's number after a bit of looking at bought a bottle of water, and then he looked a bit further, and he said, "Ramazan, I have a foreigner, a woman here, and she's looking for a room." And Ramazan said, "Sorry, no place in the inn for this one." So I said, "Okay, thank you very much, don't worry about it." And he said, "There's a muhtarne just around the corner. You go down, you go." I couldn't find it, so I'm standing on the square. Like, this place has history, and I haven't figured out what it is, but obviously it's Kemal Atatürk. It is one of the 1358 or 1385 wars. It all happened here. Of course, Gallipoli Straits, like, we're close. And I'm standing there and I'm thinking, where am I gonna go? All the dogs start barking again and going, "Oh my God," because the dogs here think the same as the people. They go like, "Oh my God, it's a foreigner." Food, love, anything. And yeah, car stops and a guy says, "You're welcome." And I said, "Thank you very much." I said, "Your English is very good." And he goes, I learn, not in school, but I learn. "Where are you going?" I said, "Well, I was hoping to stay here, but Odayok, no room in the inn. So I was looking for the muhtar to see, is there a solution?" And he said, "Hang on a second." I said, "Thank you." And he got on the phone, he made a few phone calls, and then his uncle came by in the taxi, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I'm trying to find a muhtar." And he went on, and he's driving the taxi, and he's driving that way, and he's going like this at the corner. And I go, and then he looked away like, and yeah, I made a few phone calls, and the muhtar arrived, and he said to me, "Are you alone?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm alone. I'm alone." "You don't have a boyfriend?" I said, "I do, but he's not here. I travel alone." And the muhtar said, "We have a room, but it's not very nice." And I said, "I don't care. I just need a bed for the night, and I will be moving on tomorrow." So I've got pink walls and blue thing. I have a bathroom. There is a kitchen. There's a shower. I am happy. I've done, tomorrow I don't have to do more than 18 kilometers, but I feel really emotional. So I feel like crying. I've cried twice today. It must be something in the air or in the water, because I'm actually okay. Yeah, I'm here. The price 200 lira, which is €9 something. It's under a tenner anyway, which is within my budget. I'm delighted. Yeah, I'm very grateful for Dogan yesterday evening. I mean, Turkish welcomes are really something else. I'm here alone, which is also kind of good. And now I'm wondering, will I go down and go for a cup of tea and a cup of coffee? Maybe find something to eat so that I have food for tomorrow for on the road is still in my bag. I try to eat as much of it as possible today, and maybe read up a little bit on this history thing that's going on. I have no Wi-Fi, but that's okay, because I have my SIM card. I have data. Yeah, it was a slow walk today. It was very slow. It's getting warmer. No more rain today. I worried a little bit that I'd maybe forgotten my poncho, but it's in the bag. I just checked. I just feel really like this mixture of gratitude and being so close to the sea. I haven't put my feet in the sea yet. Yeah, I'm here. I am here. Maybe I should go for a cup of tea. That would be good. I've noticed that drinking here is really a no-go thing. Like, they judge people by drinking and smoking. Like, lots of the men smoke, some of the women smoke. But if the women smoke, they don't smoke in public. After that, like, this is different, of course, in the big cities, but here in the in the villages, it's not done. And we're still in Europe, like. But if there is, if they come from that tradition, that's just the way it is. And they always ask me, do I want a cigarette? And I go, no, thank you. And they go, oh, that's really good. Do you drink? And I've started saying, no, not really, because I'm not drinking right now. Because it's not comfortable, right? I'm not hung up on drinking or not drinking. So I'm okay. Yeah, that's really it. I had a break. So I sent a message to Michael with the photographs. He obviously is still working. I haven't heard anything back. It's Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday morning. I need to touch my feet. They really hurt again. I have to eat through my provisions. I have to make sure that I have enough water. I could do with a cup of tea. Maybe I'll go out for a cup of tea. I'll do that. Oh man. I did it again. I moved on. So tomorrow, Gallipoli. There's a bridge there, but I'll go on to Clonakilty and I'll take the ferry there. Yeah, should be good. And I'll take the ferry into Asia. Yeah, there's a brand new bridge. I was telling the wife of Dogan about taking the ferry, and she said, "Oh no, 2 days ago." And I said, "There's this amazing bridge in Uzunkupa. It's the longest medieval bridge in the world, 147 arches." And I walked all the way there, so I couldn't walk over it because it's being restored. And somebody had said to me afterwards, "But you can walk over it. You can't drive over it, but you can walk over it." And I'm just kicking myself that I didn't try harder. But it is what it is. I have a reason to come back, I suppose. And then they went, "Oh, but Clonakilty has this amazing bridge because it's new. It's brand new. It's the longest, most expensive, whatever, highest bridge. It's incredible. But it's no good to walkers, It's all for heavy traffic. It's because they put it there so they could have these camions, these big trucks, get more easily from Izmir into Europe. Well, it's no good for. I said, no, you should walk it. This woman goes like, you should walk that bridge. And I said, no, I'm not going to walk that bridge. I do everything to stay out of traffic. I had to do a stretch of 900 meters today over that big road. And you know what? Actually, they don't even drive that crazy, and that road isn't that busy. Not at this time of year, because it's before the summer holidays. So it's okay. But I mean, it's like really dangerous walking on a big road. The point being that you don't stand a chance when you're on two legs against four wheels. You don't stand a chance. Somebody doesn't pay attention. If anything goes wrong, you're the one who is in the worst place. And I'd come from the army place where the trainees were, and the road just stops because that big new road goes straight over the old road, and then the old road stops, and then you're on this massive thing. You can't cross it. Like, there is a big ditch in the middle of it, and the actual railing that goes between it, they're too high. That is what yesterday happened as well. And to me, it's just unacceptable to have pedestrians on these roads because it's too dangerous. Funny enough, I do keep going on them because you could walk around and then you have to walk like 3-4 kilometers around. And for some reason, I don't do that either. So I'm not even holding, but this is it, it's too easy, because there's tarmac there, you can walk on it, it wasn't raining, so there was no water in that ditch, and then you take the 900 meters, but every time you do, you put your life in God's hands, literally, because it is like a total gamble, there's nothing to protect you. But that's where the route goes, so that's what I did. And in Clonakilty, I can take a ferry boat, and I'm going to watch this enormous, beautiful bridge, and I'm going to say, oh my God, what a beautiful bridge. Oh my God, it's so big. But really, what I want, and we know what I want better pedestrian areas, I want pedestrian better protected, I want more emphasis on pedestrians everywhere, and I want a pedestrian bridge over the Bosphorus, what can I say? But a ferry boat is fine too, like, I get to rest. I don't have to walk then. That's fine too. I'm good with that. I was asked about that again as well. And I have to figure out how to do my thing. Like, I try to walk on water. Because of course, maybe that's a detail of the New Testament. Like, everybody who grows up in the Western world who has heard of the miracles of Jesus knows that, he walked on water. But here nobody knows. But Mehmet, the son of the Imam, he did know about King David playing the harp. That was very nice. But then you really need to be versed in Quran, and not everybody is. So, anyway, details. I will not be walking over that bridge. Now, tears are gone. Maybe I'm just too much in my head. Always too much in the head. Yeah. Oh, and somebody also said that I have this latent anger, and that has been building. And in a sense, that is true. I have latent anger, but it's not even anger. It's frustration, and sometimes it comes up. But it's part of my control freak thing, and it's part of the exercise to try and let go of that somehow, but it's also part of me. Just like the grieving and the relationship that we have with the people who die, and it's part of me, and it all gets worked through, if you 12 years ago, when I first started walking, to not have a bed was really, really difficult. And I even remember on the journey to Rome, I would get so frustrated. But I really think it's a really good exercise not to know where you sleep at night. So that you really try and leave that open and let it be and let it come. And let divine intervention do its thing. The pension is full, and the Mukhtar brings me here. He was lovely. He was going like, oh, isn't this too hard? And I said, yes, it is. That's the whole point. But why are you here? And I said, I'm on my way to Jerusalem, Something was asked, and I heard the call, and I'm here now. And I didn't tell him about the harp, and I didn't, because I'm only going to be here for a night. I'm not spending time with him or the family, or, it's not like, but he was like, he was like patting me on the shoulder and on the arm, going like, oh, but girlie. And I said, will I give you the money? No. He goes, no, tomorrow morning is fine. Don't you worry about nothing. And I said, are there other people here? No, there's nobody here. You will be left alone. You can rest. Take your time. He showed me the water. He showed me how everything is done. Like lovely. Don't you worry about nothing. Nobody will come and disturb you. I said, you're very, very, very kind.
people get angry sometimes with me that I let it be so open, because I feel that I don't work, which is true. Right now I don't work, but of course in my everyday life I work. I work. I pay my dues, you know, like everybody else. I'm just not I'm not in the league of pension builders. And they get really angry with me. This is really yeah, I really am always very grateful when there is another way, when there is a way in between, when the way is just the way for it to be. And he said, this is not a very nice place, but this is perfect, because it's got a bed. I even get to choose which bed. And there are blankets, and there's hot water, and there's electricity. So it's perfect. That's exactly what I need. I don't need a hairdryer. I don't need a TV. This is a proper pilgrim Unterkunft. And on that note, I'm gonna go and do some resting, I suppose. I think I'm gonna go to bed really early tonight. Really get some sleep. Tomorrow's another day. See you later.